5 people down in a minivan, responsible for $25,000 on one trip. It was unlike other types of drug networks because anyone could get in. If you had enough money to just get down to Florida and get back, you could make several $1,000s.
Because American Pain doesn't take insurance or Medicaid, every one of those people walks into the door of the clinic with a wad of cash. They pay $150 for the doctor visit, as much as $1,200 for the pill.
So the cash drawers were being filled up within an hour or less. And they quickly realized that that alone wasn't going to cut it. So they said, look, let's just put it in trash cans. We need large, garbage cans and receptacles to put the cash in after, the drawers would fill up.
But typically, banks are not comfortable with trash bags of money. And so Chris is forced to keep the money moving.
There are a multitude of banks that they were rejected from, told we don't want your business anymore, and he would just pull his money out with the next one.
Some of Chris's cash goes to buying big ticket items. Bigger toys, bigger boats, bigger cars, faster boats, odd trucks, things that I thought was stupid. But surprisingly, Chris is most interested in saving his money.
He liked to see it. He'd like to take the money, stack it up in the safe. I want to see it. I don't want to fly somewhere and spend it. He was all about just turning a profit, keeping it for himself, and making sure it was there, and that his future was secure.
These days, for Chris, the pain clinic is no longer a fun experiment. The money is too good. Now, it's all business.
If he could have had it open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and had, people backing him to do so, he would have done it in a heartbeat. I mean, I had people ask me, when is enough enough? It's never enough for Chris, and it will never be enough. That's for sure.
Next on American Greed, the real cost of doing business with the George brothers.
I had a call from a police officer saying that your son Joseph Barlucci was found deceased.
At the end of 2008, Chris George is pulling in as much as $80,000 a day at American Pain. And that inspires his brother Jeff to open his own pain clinic.
As Jeff sees the growth that continues with South Florida Pain into American Pain, he's like, maybe this is something I should do. And he starts East Coast Pain.
In February 2009, a 24-year-old man named Joey Bartolucci makes an appointment at Jeff's clinic. A graduate of the University of Florida, Bartolucci hopes to become a paramedic, but he has an addiction to pain meds.
He told me, he talked to me about it. I was very proud of him, that he had the wisdom to know that he had a problem and that he should seek help for his problem. And he worked very hard to overcome it.
But on February 27th, Bartolucci is struggling. And he walks into East Coast Pain and is given a prescription for 180 milligrams of the opioid hydromorphone, known as Defauci, and another for an anxiety medication, Saga. The next day, his mother learns what happened.
I had a call from a police officer saying that I thought he was going to say that Joey had been arrested. And he said, your son Joseph Barlucci was found deceased.